President William Ruto has flagged off relief food to counties affected by the ongoing drought. In his address, Ruto called on counties to adjust their budgets in order to free some resources that can be used to alleviate the suffering of Kenyans in drought-affected counties. The dispatch of relief comes at a time when 23 counties so far have been named to be severely affected by the drought, with high incidences of malnutrition in children and lactating mothers reported. Grace Ongoi begins our broadcast with this report.
Although the drought situation is getting dire, the government is taking measures to help alleviate the suffering of Kenyans living in counties affected by the drought. Even with government efforts, the Council of Governors has called upon the international community, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, to intervene and support the government's efforts to combat the ongoing drought. On Monday, President William Ruto flagged off 20,000 bags of rice, 20,000 bags of beans, cooking oil and assorted animal feed to various counties affected by the drought. A similar consignment is expected to be dispatched next week to assist the 3.5 million Kenyans affected by the severe drought.
I have asked the Deputy President to, on a weekly basis, make these consultations possible so that we can monitor as government the steps that are required for us to ensure that no Kenyan dies of hunger as we manage the effects of climate change and as we think on the long-term solutions to this challenge.
On top of dispatching food, President Ruto directed the Ministry of Water to urgently dispatch water to affected counties. Of the 23 counties affected, 10 are in the alarm drought phase.
In the short term, we are working as part of our plan to ensure that we transit our agriculture from rain-fed to irrigation. And in so doing, we are going to be working with the private sector on the delivery of water under our public-private partnership. As I have committed, we are going to work on the law so that we create provision for water purchase agreements.
According to Ruto, it was time county governments made provisions on their budget for additional resources to mitigate the crisis, noting that his government will make more proactive interventions in such situations.
I have also asked the Treasury to work with the counties so that they can favorably consider adjustments of the various interventions that are required to make it much more easy for Kenyans to deal with the current situation.
Council of Governors Chairperson Anne Waiguru, on her part, called on the National Drought Management Authority to speed up dispensation of the Drought Emergency Fund to enable counties to respond appropriately to the crisis.
Through NDMA to fast-track the process of actualizing the Drought Emergency Fund, as well as immediately release the equitable share of revenue due to counties to scale up the humanitarian assistance to the households experiencing severe droughts.
Kenya is among the 3 countries in the Horn of Africa facing severe drought in decades occasioned by the below-average rainfall, which is going into its 5th season. Grace Ongoi for Hope TV News Watch.